Welcome to the Runjob Review. I'm Scott Jennings, and today we're going to talk about the All Zeros One code prevents lost AP invoices. The problem with AP starts when it actually hits the mailbox. Does it get lost in the mail? What is the billing cycle of your subcontractors or your vendors? That's part of the problem, but the real problems start when it actually hits your office. Once it hits your office, the AP invoice, there's a labyrinth of problems that can go wrong once the AP invoice actually comes into your office and gets open. Once that letter opener hits it, the problems start, at least within your own organization. If you don't get accurate AP invoices posted in time, you have a slew of problems. Four main problems you have. The first one is just inaccurate job costs. Inaccurate job costs is the first problem you have, followed by the inability to forecast. If you can't forecast where your job's going to be, profit or loss wise, that causes a loss of credibility with your bank, a loss of credibility with your surety possibly, and then also maybe a decrease in your line of credit. None of those things are helping your business. And the fourth thing and the last thing that we talked about in the article was you'll have a decrease in bond capacity. Your surety agent loses faith in you and your ability to keep track of AP costs, to keep track of profit on the job, and the next thing you know, your bonding capacity just starts shrinking. The posting of an invoice can often be delayed. First of all, let's define the term posting. So when an invoice is posted, it means that the invoice has come into your office, someone has actually put it into your job costs, but it's not paid yet. That process is called posting, where it's showing up on the job costs, but it's not paid. That's a cash flow discussion. But the process of having an AP invoice delayed can originate from several different sources. The first one is that it just gets lost in the corporate office. As soon as it comes in from the mailman, it gets lost in the corporate office and never finds a project manager to actually be coded. The second place it can get delayed is when it goes out to the project manager for coding. And if you're in the AP department, you know all about that. Invoices go out to the project manager and they never seem to come back. The third way that invoices can get lost is just lost in travel from the field back into the office. Then it can get lost within the AP department. Falls on one person's desk, goes to another, next thing you know it's gone. And the last way that AP invoices can get delayed is just from miscoding. It gets miscoded by the project manager in the field, or it may get miscoded on a data entry function within the AP department itself. Miscoding of an invoice. The solution. The solution is that all invoices stay in the vault until they're put into an All Zeros One code. So by now you have two questions. The first one is, what's the All Zeros One code? The All Zeros One code is a cost code that you'll put into every single job cost report you have. So when you come to the top of the list of your job cost codes, the first one will be the All Zeros One code, which in our cost code system was 00000001. And we just called it holding account for AP invoices. But at least every invoice that came into the office immediately fell into a job cost code 0000001. The next question you have is, what's the vault? The vault is your corporate office, and I never let any invoices escape the corporate office until they're actually posted into the job cost report into the All Zeros One code. So the corporate office is the vault. And lastly, just a final note, if nothing else in your company, make sure that all of your foremen and your superintendents, when they're actually buying things out there, they at least put a job number onto each particular billing statement, invoice, delivery ticket, batch ticket, whatever it is. Because at least if all of your invoices come in with these delivery tickets, at least if they have a job number, your AP department can immediately put them into the All Zeros One code without having to delay the process. Now it's time for my story. I can relate to this 100 times over. The end of the job is coming. It's time to make the final projection on the job. You say, I'm going to make 10% on the project, I'm going to make $100,000, and then out of nowhere, here comes a stack of invoices totaling $50,000, which were in someone's drawer, under a folder, lost in transport, whatever it is. So our solution to this was just to modify the process of AP. You know the normal process in AP, we talked about it before, but the first thing is that you receive the invoice, via USPS or however you get it. The second step is you send that invoice to the field for coding, you receive it back from the field, and then you post it. Very simple, but a lot of things can go wrong in that process. So all we did was simply insert the one step that we've been talking about today, which was create that All Zeros One code and then post it to the All Zeros One code. All the costs are there, can't miss them. Thank you for watching the Runjob Review. My name is Scott Jennings, and we'll see you next week.